You know, when I was trained by Elle in Paris, I remember showing up. I had done a shoot in Romania, and I had to present it to the very traditional Elle editors. She was probably in her she was about 74 at the time. She'd been in Elle since she was 20. And I had to have her approve my editorial before it got published into Elle Romania. And I took 2 editorials, and I was so nervous, but so excited, so proud of these editorials. And when I understood how well she knew what it meant to create an editorial, she looked at one shoot and she said, "This is not Elle, this is shit." And I knew then, okay, this is what I want to be. Because I felt at that point, this is a secret little world. These people know things that I don't know. And, you know, here I think I've nailed it with these 2 photo shoots. And I had to go back to Romania and redo 2 more shoots that were according to the profile Elle oriented. So I think it was my unawareness that made me feel like, okay, this is where I want to be. Have you ever felt that, where you're like, wait a second,
wow.
You know, I don't know this, but I want to know this.
Yes.
And it became a sort of like pool of, I want to be part of those people that know, that have their finger on the pulse and understand what it means to be an Elle editor. I became an Elle fashion director at that time. So that was probably my first time when it came to fashion.
I just gotta mention that I'm a huge fan of. I'm not into the fashion area, but I'm for some reason I'm very drawn and I love the content on the channels. I love the videos. I love how the fashion extends visually to the videos and everything. Elle magazine was one of the.
It's very specific. It's very, very specific. They're very concise. They're very consistent. When you see an editorial, there is a story within a visual story. It doesn't have to be an actual story, but it isn't like, you know, there are a lot of publications that do great editorials, but suddenly you're like, this picture does not make sense with this photo. And I think Elle really taught me an understanding of how to not confuse your reader.